What did you train back then, Richie? How many days a week did you train?
Tuesday and Thursday.
Way back then, yeah?
Yeah, but we used to run the shit out of them every evening.
Run them?
All of us.
And a game at the end?
After finishing, when they started and everything else, we believed a lot in running.
In fitness?
Yeah.
And would those kids like those kids today, would they be going to school and be involved in other sports?
Oh yeah.
Basketball and soccer as well?
Yeah. And the boys club was very big in Woodland that time. We're fair play to them, man. They always worked with us.
Yeah.
They say, when is the final coming up, or whenever, give us a list of when your final is, because we don't want to, because we know that you need the kids and that. They were good, man.
And what teams would be there then? What teams would be around at that time? There's a note saying that the Connemara Gaels presented you with a set of medals in 4th of July 1974 or 5. Eddie Markham. Were they a team, were Connemara Gaels an established team then?
They were, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Brooklyn Shamrocks?
There was.
Were they senior?
No, they had a junior team, Brooklyn Shamrocks, at that time. But the minor board team, the minor teams were Celtics, Barnabas, the Rangers, Good Shepherd, New Hyde Park, JFK, St. Joseph's, Rockland, St. Raymond's. Was it about 8 or 10?
Was there, yeah?
They just were good teams though.
And who was established? Celtics must have been the established team first, right? They're the oldest team, I would say. Good Shepherd. Yeah. Got to be down like 205 in Broadway, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Got a lot of Irish down there then.
There was, yeah. We just had a great team.
Had they, yeah?
First they were very hard beaten.
Who was over them back then? Was Terry Connaughton? No, he'd be too old. He'd be too young.
No, he was on that team.
Young Terry?
Yeah.
Way back then, right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I remember the fella. I remember
he'd be about the same age as Eugene now.
Okay.
That's what they were. But them Shamrocks had a great team.
And did they all have fields, Richie? Did they all have fields?
Well, a lot of them were down in Vancouver. We used to train over in the Indian field, yeah. And then they'd go down to Vancouver and early. It wasn't easy actually, but...
Colin, will I drop him over in the morning and will you pick him up?
I'll be going that way, sure,
Sure.
I'll pick him up, yeah.
I'll see you.
Around what time? 9:30. Around 10 to 9.
By 9:30, so...
Around 10 to 9, quarter to 9.
Yeah.
Barnabas kids were very tough that time though.
Were they?
Jesus,
Street tough or street tough, yeah?
Street tough as well as...
The shoulders on the field.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was good battles back then there, Richie, was there?
There was.
Good rivalries.
We beat Rockland in the under 18, under 16, or I think it was 16. Nobody ever touched them all year. They're a fabulous team. There was Spick that used to play with him. He was as dirty as hell. Spanish guy. I went out to Jersey. We had our dance the night before. I went out to Jersey. Myself and Mike Shear to see them play in the semi-final because we were playing them the next day.
Yeah.
So I did linesman. Alfie Sharp was refereeing it. He used to play ball with me, so he asked me to do when I was out. And I did. And but Shepherd had a great centre back. He was one of the best in there. Fucking Spick hit me, shoot the river right into the balls and knocked them out. The ball, and Sharp, I never seen him. Why they took the kid off the stretcher?
Oh, yeah.
Nearly killed him. So we were playing, they beat them, Rockland beat them. Good Shepherd, they probably wouldn't have beat them if this guy
didn't do the wrong thing.
Yeah. So we're in the dressing room and I said to my son this and fuck the football, I said, if that guy does, he does what he does to you, I said, the first time he come here, I said, stretch him, I said, and that's it, fuck him, I said, look it off, let him. I don't take no shit from that Spick anyway, but geez, he did. The ball was turning and he went after him right away.
Yeah.
My son was really good and he went after him. I guess the Rockland had told him, watch this guy.
Yeah.
But Jesus, Eugene flattened him. And the referee, Sonny Kenny, knew him well. And he came running over and would look out and he called him into the left. Well, was just at the start. That's like, what's your name? And he told him. And he said, you can't do this shit. He said, all right, I'm going to put you up. It was all talk because we had asked him to do the game. Myself and Brendan O'Boy. You know that we beat them 16 points that day in Rockland, in Gilly Court. We beat Bracken 16 points. Nobody ever came near them. The whole 9 clubs that played them. And they couldn't believe it.
You were up for it.
Huh?
You were up for it.
We were fucking up for it. Right then, they were laughing at us coming into the park, but when they were going home, they weren't laughing at us.
Were the minor board finals in Gelly Park back then, Richie?
Yes,
Oh, they were?
Yes, they were, yeah.
Because it died away then for a while until Dean came back. That went away for a while
Well,
until
of
Dean.
course, John O'Donnell threw them out to hell out of the park one time.
Okay.
And then we were playing the Shamrocks, and I knew there was going to be a free-for-all with Barnaby, Joey Firth and all them were out. They were all tough. Hands were on them. They didn't give a shit about 5 playing football. They killed you, man.
Big scratch in your face for that.
Joey Firth and... How do you see that when you were talking about the
That's more, I had channels like...
We don't know, and because I met with John, Danny Beavers. And I said to him, I said, John, I have a favour to ask you. He said, what? I said, I need the park. He said, you've been in here a long time. He said, that's for sure. I said, 1954. And he said, I know. And he said, let me see. I said, no, not now, John. I said, whenever you get a chance, Kerry will go and play and that guy's out from Ireland. He said, oh, no. So he was very fair place when we were doing it. I told him, I said, I know if we have that game up and down, so I said, it's going to be a fucking disaster. I said, and I don't want it. I said, I'd like the park and keep all these guys out. He said, well, the gate is going to be closed. He said, unless there are 3 or 4 guys. And he came out in 2 minutes later and he said, the park is yours. I never forgot in front either, but you can say what they like about him.
Yeah.
Because he ran about them what they're running today. Telling you.
But you must have good memories of the park, of Paddy's Field too, though, Richie.
Oh, Jesus, there were some great games here.
Yeah.
Man. Some great games here. But we used to have senior games here and even every at that time.
And obviously there was no fence around Gelly Park at that stage, you know.
Yeah. You know, you say to yourself, how could you ever fence public property? But you see it happened here. And without it was no good, right?
Yeah.
How good was it?
Sure.
We had a meeting with the guy, we told him that at the meeting. What was the field to us? He said, you have a field now. Martin said, what is it to us? He said, what do you mean? I said, Thomas. Things going on out there. He said, we're fighting all the time with them to get them out of there. He said, so, what is it to us? He said, I want you to put up a fence. He can't have 2 but we just, he kept insisting and he got it.
You rounded him?
Yeah, and you see them trees there?
Yeah.
You see with them? If we got a half hour more, that's the width of the field would be.
They'd be gone as well.
All these would be gone. It was done up to 100.
Because they marked them, right?
And he came and he caught us and he went even as inspector. I was shit on this. He said, no more, that's it. And when Markham said, oh, don't worry about it. He said, I'm more than 100 trees tomorrow. He said, oh, you are? He said, yeah. He said, I can mark them trees all the way. That's why they're out like that.
Yeah.
What we must knock 100 trees bigger than them.
Yeah. A chainsaw?
No, a bulldozer.
Bulldozer?
Yeah, with a bulldozer here for 6 months.
Oh my God almighty. What kind of a guy was marking?
Huh?
What kind of a guy was marking? He's a painter, right?
He was, yeah.
Was he a funny guy? Was he serious?
Well, he was like a ganger in Ireland, if you know what that is.
A ganger? The very same?
The same shit. We were here one day, myself and Danny Hill, we broke our balls, picking stones. That's no lie. The hardest day I ever wrote in my life. I said, I could be downtown. I said, fucking around with this pocket here, picking up stones. And I said, we were from 9 o'clock in the morning without a bite to eat till about 6. And young Sean, he was out in nursing wherever he is. We said, we're down for beer. Down to Andres and Danny knew that. I said, put in a bag and give it to him. I brought a case of beer. And there was a big that stone was in there.
The big one outside the gate, yeah.
So we would have go and sat down and Paddy Martin was walking on with him both was out there at the time, but we got to be this at 6 o'clock in the evening, it was Saturday evening. And he walked over there and he came across that field. Well, he hit this shit out of myself and field. Yeah. Fuck it, he said, you turn my back, he said, and you're fucking it down, he's sitting down this. Well, it was getting $100 an hour.
Oh, was he serious or was he?
Oh, he was serious.
Yeah.
Oh, the same with the bloody, you could have all come up here and deal with my Sarah Boyle and she and that, and after the games. Come on now, up to this, we had a bloody fire hose, and there's a ton weight. We had to drag it down through here, and you stand in the odd shit, your clothes. I used to go home and she used to be mad when me said, you're all covered with shit with the hose and your clothes in, and then you go.
You must have some crack in the evening too, though. You must have some camaraderie and some bullshit going on. Huh?
I tell you what, with Paddy, you didn't. Paddy was tough. Paddy was tough. Yeah. Huh? Paddy was tough. Sally was the backbone of this club.
Come on the foot, on the foot!
Well, they said she was secretary for a long time, but the early paperwork that I have doesn't say that she was secretary at all. She must have been Paddy's secretary.
That's right.
Huh? No, the early paperwork that I have, Richie, she wasn't secretary. There was
maybe Lucy Carter, was it? Or
she
Mrs.
was.
Doherty.
There were two secretaries. Lucy Cotter rings a bell, yeah.
Yeah.
Lucy Cotter does.
She's still alive.
Is she? Yeah.
She's down in 234th Street.
Is she? Yeah.
Yeah, 235th Street there, down halfway. They're from Kerry.
Where was the meetings in back then?
We used to have the Horseshoe Club, and then we had a lot of them then in Barnabas School.
Downstairs
Yeah.
down the school. Okay.
And which was money, it was dragging to get money in the club. You know, we'd have 2 dances a year. We clear maybe.
My paperwork says that Considine was he was the priest back then. He christened my boy. He was around a long time then. He was a gas man actually. He'd clear blood in him as well, I believe.
Huh?
Considine, I think he'd clear blood in him as well.
Oh, he had, yeah.
Way back when I see in the notes, you had masses every year too.
Oh, yeah.
An annual
We had a party every year for the kids.
Yeah.
Never missed.
You're right. Back,
We spend maybe $1,000, $1,500. And we'd go down and get sodas and pizza.
Pastries and whatever, yeah.
Whatever the fuck it was. Christmas, well, the 8th or 9th of December, in the hall down there. Then the parents used to come down and then they'd have a few cases of beer for the parents and that. They never missed. We always had something for the kids.
Good man. Were there any rows? Was there any rows? Were you all good-headed, level people? Was there many rows?
No, there's plenty of them, don't worry.
Plenty of rows.
There's plenty of rows. Oh, Jesus, there was. Oh, Christ, if there was rows enough.
Time doesn't be long going, Richie, huh?
No.
40 years.
No.
Doesn't be long going at all, huh? Feels like yesterday to you, I'm sure.
Yeah, yes, that's true. But what I enjoyed about was the field. I remember myself and Tommy Murphy, we were on maybe under 10s, and we were playing the semi-final, and we went down to Garrick Park, and we couldn't play it. I said, Murphy, we're not playing. He said, why? I said, we'd spend all night in the hospital. It was all glass.
Oh my God.
I said, these kids are going to fall, so we pulled out to hell. We came home, we said, we'll wait and try and get it to Garrick Park. Because we were going to spend all night. I said, these kids are going to get all cut with bottles. Van Portland that time was all glass. So in that respect, the field was good for them, you know.
Yeah. I'm sure it was a community thing too for the kids to come up here after school and kick around, you know?
Yeah, we had to go to all them people there along the parkway and get a permission first.
Did you, yeah?
Yeah. And you could see their opinion, their voice. Some of them were very smart. They said, how long is this Irish football? We don't mind, they said, for the kids here, if they're going to play Irish football. But they said, what happens when this thing goes
south, yeah.
We don't need soccer here.
Sure.
They said, well, from the South Bronx here with parked on all driveways and everything. Oh, they made a good, you know, when
a nice
I probably
statement.
didn't see it at that time,
Yeah,
but in later years you could